Brandy, you knew you were wrong. You knew you were wrong because why would you invite Jennifer to the house? Why? Talking about you don't want her to be excluded. She's excluding the majority of these people from her wedding. It's not even like okay, that's okay. We'll get there. But like Brandy, you were wrong, and that's why you started to lash out at everybody. Don't be mad because you made a stupid mistake. What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are gathered here today to talk Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 4, Friends and Foes Do Vegas. If you guys are brand new to the channel or a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, leave your comments down below. Trying to get to 40,000 subs, y'all. So if you have been watching and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button, all right? So let's go ahead and get right into the episode. So, before that, y'all been in the comments, some of y'all, Jennifer Stan saying I'm one-sided and all this other type of stuff. I don't like, no, I don't like Jennifer, but I'm still going to be fair and call a spade a spade. Y'all got to listen to everything that comes out of my mouth, not just the things you want to try to critique. I've said that both Evelyn and Jennifer are terrible friends to each other. I've said that. I've said that. Not my fault if y'all can't comprehend, okay? So we start off with Jennifer. She's out to dinner with Christian, his aunt, his uncle, and another guy. Basically, all the people that stood behind them in that Instagram live they did last week, where they read Evelyn down and then made fools of themselves. But they're talking about who is invited to this Vegas wedding, and Jennifer is like everyone at this table, but not Evelyn. Evelyn's not at the table, baby. So why did you bring her up? But I guess so. She's mad that Evelyn, she talks about how the hot mic moment, and they keep playing it, and the more that they play it, the more it makes, in my opinion, it makes Jennifer look stupid. All Evelyn said was that you're dumb. You are. You've heard that before, though. That he's a scammer, and that you guys are just not really married. She's making it sound like Evelyn was reading her for filth. Evelyn says you don't have street smarts. You don't, Jennifer. This is your third scammer. You clearly don't have street smarts. So Jennifer is super, super mad about that. She feels a way about that. Jennifer then goes on to say that Evelyn has been making subliminal posts about her. Jennifer, you have also been making subliminal posts. I've seen them. You've been making subliminal posts too. Both of y'all are being childish and immature, but I guess. So apparently, Christian's people have been in Evelyn's comments threatening her and telling her, put a name on it, hoe, all that type of stuff. And the aunts said that Evelyn is going to keep Jen's name out of her mouth before she snatches it out of her mouth because she don't play about her family. Jennifer keeps making this statement that Evelyn doesn't like that she has people supporting her. I, let's be real, Jennifer. These people are supporting Christian. They're supporting Christian. I don't think anybody is mad that you have support behind you. I wouldn't think, but whatever. So we then see Evelyn is at her house with Brittany, Brandy, and Denise. They are having a girls' night in. And Brittany keeps talking about how, this is a different energy with the group. Brittany, why are you back on the show? Didn't you say that you were so above the show and you didn't need this and all that other shit? Why are you back? Why? So Brandy brings up how Evelyn told Ty that Brandy said she was cute. And Evelyn was like, okay, my bad. So I did get something started, kind of whatever, whatever. But it's not that big of a deal. So Evelyn is like, well, I don't know if Ming and Ty are together or not. Like, what are they doing? They don't know if they're together or not. Brandy is like, Ming has nothing to worry about. Like, literally nothing to worry about. She is just my friend. Brandy then pivots and asks Evelyn if she's talked to Jennifer. And Evelyn said that no, but Christian's family has been threatening me and all up in my comments on social media, right? So Brandy then tells her that Evelyn is getting married, or excuse me, tells Evelyn that Jennifer is going to be getting married in Vegas, I guess, in a couple of days. She was invited, and the wedding is on Evelyn's birthday. So Brandy is like, well, we all should just go to Vegas for Evelyn's birthday, and then we can all get like a house or whatever and kick it. Back over with Jennifer. Jennifer is FaceTiming Jackie and Ming to invite them to her legal wedding. And Ming tells Jennifer that Brandy is planning a birthday trip the same time for Evelyn's birthday. Jennifer doesn't understand why Brandy will plan Evelyn's birthday on her thing. Jennifer, you knew it was Evelyn's birthday when you picked the day. When you picked the day, you knew that was Evelyn's birthday. Don't bye, Jennifer, whatever. So Brittany and Chantel. So they're out at a dance class with Denise, and Chantel is excited for Vegas, but said she doesn't have an appetite for drama like the rest of these ladies. And she doesn't understand how her mother can go back and forth with these women and their friend, and then they're friends and they're not, whatever the case. I don't understand why Chantel came on the show. Because we are so sick and tired of you acting as if you are better than everyone else, and oh, I don't do drama, and I don't do this, and I don't do that. You came on a show. If any show is known for having drama, it is Basketball Wives, with your mama being at the centerpiece for a lot of it. Like, I'm sick of the holier than thou attitude that Chantel has. Baby, you were no better than any of these women sitting on this cast. You know why? Because you're sitting right next to them. So we see Ming and Ty. They meet up at the beach, and Ty brings some flowers. And Ming tells her, look, I want us to get on the same page since we're all going to be going to Vegas and we're all staying in the same house. So Ming wants to develop a friendship with Ty and to start to trust her again. And Ty was like, okay, so if we develop this and you start to trust me again, then there's hope for us. And Ming was like, I don't know about all of that. Ty said, well, look, I went to go get my eggs checked out. We weren't talking. I didn't want to go by myself. And Minga's like, so you took your girlfriend. Ty said, I took Brandy. But you know what? Brandy said that, or Brandy said that I'm cute. And I mean, I didn't do anything about it. We're just friends. Like, Ty is basically trying to make me jealous. She knows that it's working, but it's causing more fights than actually causing me to like, fall into your arms like you're probably hoping she does, Ty. But I mean, keep the drama going, Ty. Keep it going. We pan over to Jennifer, and Jennifer gets asked in her confessional if she's suddenly getting married because of Evelyn. And she was like, no, we always plan to get married in Vegas, and what better time to do it than now? Do I believe that Jennifer wholeheartedly planned to get married in Vegas? I do. I do. But if that was top of mind for you, Jennifer, if you getting married legally was top of mind for you, the moment that Christian got back out of jail, y'all would have went to Vegas. But you came home and y'all did a bunch of other stuff before that. The way that it lines up, it does look like you are doing it because of that. And it looks like you did it legally on Evelyn's birthday to be even more petty. But whatever. So they're taking separate vans down to Vegas. So in van number one, it's Brandy, Jackie, Denise, and Ty. Ming feels a way about that because why is Brandy in the van with Ty? Look, you don't want Ty, Ming. So I don't understand this. Ty wants to know why she wasn't invited to the wedding. And Brandy is like, look, I just want to love this beautiful woman in Ty and be her friend. Brandy has nothing better to do than be messy. Unless you're gonna fuck Ty, I don't understand why you're doing all of this, but I guess. So in van number two is Ming, Evelyn, and Brittany. And Evelyn said that she doesn't think it's messy that they are going to Vegas as well because they're gonna be in separate spaces. And was like, I'm not gonna be around Jennifer. I won't see Jennifer. Don't bring Jennifer to the house. I thought that would be common sense, but Evelyn, you're on a reality show. You know Jennifer's ass is coming to that house, okay? You are not new to this, sis. So Brittany feels a way that she wasn't invited to Jennifer's wedding. Why would you be invited, Brittany? Brittany also said that Ming is very territorial when it comes to Ty, which she is. She absolutely is. So we finally get to Vegas, and the ladies are all at the house, sans Jennifer, because you know she's going to be staying with Christian. And Chantel arrives. Chantel said that she flew down because she brought both of her kids and the nanny, and the only way that she would be able to enjoy herself and have a good time is if her children are close and she knows they're safe and she can get to them whenever she needs to. So Ming is like, okay, well, I'm gonna cook dinner for everybody. Then said, well, Brandy couldn't cook, and Brandy was like, wait, what? Why can't I cook? Ming said that Brandy's dressing wasn't done in the middle. So Brandy was like, well, I heard, Ming, that your dish was as good as Jackie's turkey. I said, the turkey that was still bleeding? That turkey? So then Jackie's ass is, my turkey was good. No, it wasn't, Jackie. It wasn't done. The turkey wasn't done, and you know it wasn't. So they all go to pick rooms. And what I have always enjoyed about Basketball Wives is we don't typically see the women fighting over the rooms, right? They were like, Evelyn, it's your birthday. You get the master. And they all decide to just pick rooms. They don't mind if there are double beds, like, because they plan on being out and doing stuff. I I can't remember a time where on Basketball Wives, and it could just be slipping my memory, but I can't remember a time on Basketball Wives where they really cut the fool about rooms. Okay, I don't know. So Ming and Brandy end up with the Jack and Jill suite where they both have bedrooms that are connected to a shared bathroom. So Brandy, they're back in the kitchen, and Brandy tells everybody, "Hey, I I invited Jennifer to stop by." And everybody is like, why? So Evelyn said, why did you invite Jennifer to my birthday house? Brandy said, well, your birthday is tomorrow. I'd have been like, bitch, don't get cute. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I guess I would like to know who paid for the house. Because if Evelyn paid for the house, I would be pissed. If Brandy paid for the house, I mean, you can still be mad, Evelyn, but I mean, and Brandy paid for the house. So Brandy said, well, I wanted to include and not exclude Jennifer. Jennifer just excluded, excuse me, all of the majority of these women from her wedding. I don't think Jennifer's feelings would be hurt if she wasn't invited to this house. I don't think that she would be upset in the least bit. I just truly don't. So I don't even know why I don't even know why Brandy is making a big deal out of this. So she would say, well, I just didn't want to be rude because, when we were on the bus driving down here, Jennifer sent me a text and it just really put on my heartstrings. They showed the text, and all it was Jennifer saying, I'm so happy. My bad, y'all. I'm so happy that you and Jackie are here and coming to the wedding. It means a lot. That put that put on your heartstrings. That put on your heartstrings. I guess. So Ming said, well, I'm not cooking because they're looking for seasonings and spices. And she was like, but I asked Ty to bring seasoning for Brandy. Ty pulls out the basic Morton nature seasoning. And I'm like, this is the special seasoning? Okay, y'all. Y'all could have went to y'all could have DoorDashed that. So Brandy now it's like, why do you keep coming for my cooking? Now you messing with my brand. You're insinuating I don't season my food. It's not funny, whatever, whatever. Brandy got her panties all in a bunch, but a lot of this is because Brandy knows she should not have invited Jennifer to the house. So now she's just like up here with it, right? So we see Jennifer and Christian, they go to the courthouse and they get married legally. I hope she has a prenup. I feel like she does not. But they go and get married legally. And she said that this is the love of her life and it's for life. Jennifer, I hope the hell it is, because if something happens in the next year or two, that soundbite is going to take you down on the internet. I hope that it is for life, but just know that is a soundbite, okay? So, Evelyn is back at the house and she's talking to Denise, Chantel, and Brittany. And she said that she's kind of side-eyeing Brandy now for inviting Jennifer because now I don't know what your motives are. I don't know what you got going on. Brittany is like a friend to everyone, is loyal to no one. Like it's foul. And it has everybody looking at Brittany sideways because again, there was just no reason to invite Jennifer to the house. Literally none. So Ty and Ming Ty, Ming, and Brandy are all now arguing because Ty's in her room, or Ty is in Brandy's room, and she's like, okay, so you gonna cook with Ming? Ming is like, I can hear you. So why are you in her room? So now they're going back and forth. Mess. Unnecessary mess. An unnecessary triangle of foolishness is what it is. So now the mood is down in the house. Everybody's moping around. Nobody's having fun. They're not even drinking. Like they're not even like together really. Everybody's kind of separate, having little pockets of conversation. Everybody is side-eyeing Brandy. You brought down the morale of the house. You brought down the energy in the house. This is your fault. So Brandy hears everybody over talking about her, and she goes in the room where Ming was talking to Chantel and I want to say Brittany. And she's like, I wasn't talking about your makeup, Ming. I don't remember what I said, but I wasn't talking about your makeup. I didn't mean it maliciously. I love makeup. They play the full flashback. Uh, Brandy says she didn't have on makeup that day or something like that. Ming says she doesn't know how to do her makeup. Brandy said, for real? Ming said, I need to get like take a class or something. Brandy said, girl, you better get on TikTok. That is it. That's not shading you, Ming. Like Brandy said, I want to say in a confessional, Ming, you just don't like the fact that Ty is giving attention to Brandy. She didn't shade you. That wasn't shade. All she said was get your ass on the TikTok. She didn't even have an attitude when she said it. Wow. So Brandy is going on and on and on about you're knowing I'm being petty, you're knowing I'm being petty. And Ming is sitting here like this. I did laugh. And it's just this is unnecessary because, like, Ming, you're doing too much. And Brandy, you're just overly sensitive because everybody's mad at you now, or at least side eyeing you. So Jackie comes in and it's like, damn, I take a shower and all hell breaks loose. Ming said, look, there was a conversation about being uncomfortable that Jennifer was invited over. So Brandy is yelling, who's uncomfortable? Who's uncomfortable? Ming said, everybody. Everyone is uncomfortable. So then Brandy is like, if y'all are uncomfortable, then just leave. Y'all can just leave. Why would we leave? Why would we leave? No, you leave. Brandy, what's happening? Brandy needs to go take a shot and go lay the fuck down. Y'all are in Vegas. Go get you something, an edible, a little something you can inhale, and go lay your dumb ass down because you being silly right now. So then Brandy is like, if y'all got a problem with me, talk to me. Don't talk amongst yourselves. Who wants to talk to you now with the way that you're yelling and cutting up? Who wants to? I don't like this is silly. So Chantel is acting like her and Brittany and Denise are so above everybody. They're so much better than everybody. This is comical. Like, oh my God, we don't do the drama. Have you met Brittany Renner? Did you watch last season? Okay. So Mink is still going on and on about the makeup. Chantel said, look, as grown women, we should be able to speak our minds. And Brandy was like, we can, but how long is it going to take? So Chantel calls her out and it's like, we could have been done with this conversation 20 minutes ago if Brandy would have just talked calmly to everybody and listened to what we were saying. Brandy yawns and said, I'm tired. Chantel said, go to bed. Brandy said, okay, sweetheart, what do you want to talk about? Very condescending, very patronizing. So then you see Jackie say, wait, okay, I'm going to stay out of it. I'm going to stay out of it because I think somebody must have been like, Jackie, don't. Let Chantel fight her own battle. She handled her well. So Chantel is like, don't sweetheart me. Don't do that. Brandy starts being even more condescending. Chantel said that Brandy is childish. This is childish. If I wanted to do childish shit, I could have stayed at home with my kids. So now Brandy is like, well, Chantel, you're childish. What you're doing now is childish. She's not doing anything. No, Brandy, you started this. Brandy said, why can't you just talk? I'm not your child or your mother. So now Jackie perks up, Jackie's ready. So Ty said, look, we won't talk tonight because you being hostile, talking to Brandy, and you can see Brandy's little feelings are hurt because nobody's on her side. So she walks away and said, there's always some dumb bitches in this group. Speak for yourself. You're the dumb bitch in the group right now, Brandy. So Jennifer's in the car with Christian, and he's asking her who's coming tomorrow to the wedding. And she was like, well, Brandy is invited. Christian is like, why? She sides with Evelyn. And it's interesting how Jennifer was like, well, that's okay because we talked about it and she's going to stay out of it. And so it's okay now. It is so interesting to me how Jennifer is forgiving everybody. She's forgiving every single body and she's cool with them, but you're mad that Evelyn said you weren't street smart. Because again, the hot mic moment wasn't even that bad. It honestly and truly wasn't. If it was bad, I would honestly be like, no, it was bad. It wasn't that bad in my opinion. So Jennifer is like, well, it's okay because she's gonna stay out of it, so it's fine. She's not like Evelyn that's doing the absolute most. So then Jennifer is like, I'm thinking of going over to the house. I don't have beef with anybody at the house, but Evelyn. Evelyn's all drama. Evelyn's all this. Evelyn's all that. What is given the way that Jennifer is harping on solely Evelyn is that Christian has a problem with Evelyn. And maybe it is because he knows that Evelyn has been an influence over he knows that Evelyn has been an influence over Jennifer, and it seems like he's trying to separate them because he seems excited, ecstatic, if you will, that they're not cool anymore. And I'm like, okay, okay, Jennifer. So back at the house, Jackie and Ty said that they are going to go crash Jennifer's wedding. Don't do that. Evelyn then asks Jackie how she feels about everything that's going on. Jackie says she's confused and it's like, did Christian pay back the $1,500? Evelyn said no. Jackie then said in her confessional that Jennifer is so over Evelyn that it doesn't matter what she says, she's not gonna listen to her. And that's true. A lot of that is Evelyn's fault because Evelyn, I do think that the way that you crashed out on her at Thanksgiving, that was wrong. But y'all didn't need to become friends again. So then while they're sitting there talking, we hear the doorbell ring and we are to assume it's Jennifer. And then at the top of the next episode, we see that it is Jennifer and she's outside talking to looks like Jackie, Brittany, and probably Brandy. So let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.